Yeah, we're sitting pretty good at that stage. We knew that they still had quite a strong batting lineup, and that they would, based on how they've played over the series, we knew they'd keep giving and keep trying to play that aggressive style. We had our chances, we didn't take them, and hence we ran second in the race. Not too bad. I thought, first of all, we started brilliantly. I thought the guys really, Mitch Sattner in particular was very impressive. And I thought the other guys were pretty good in their first spells as well. Where we sat at that point in time, one more wicket and I think we would have won the game comfortably, but we weren't able to generate that wicket. And credit to England as well. It's when you come in at 50 for 5 or whatever it was, and you've got to score at 8, 9 and over for that long, it's not easy. But they held their nerve, and they've held their nerve throughout the series as well. And credit to them that they took the opportunity. Yeah, well, I think Sattner was outstanding for us throughout the series. He's been a real find. I think Ben Wheeler has also been a real find for us. We always knew after the World Cup that there was going to be a bit of a feeling out period and a bit of an introductory period for some young guys into the environment. We've been lucky enough through the series to be able to introduce some people into international cricket, and can't help but think that there's going to be a whole lot of learnings from this series. It's a series which has been, action-packed all the way through. It's asked a lot, especially of the bowlers, and there's some real key learnings in there which I'm sure a lot of the guys will reflect on throughout the winter. Andrew Matheson, I thought he did pretty well today. Obviously their last over was pretty tough. We wanted the extra pace. Mitch McClenaghan's been a little bit off the boil, and we wanted that extra pace in the lineup, and he bowled, he was top wicket taker in domestic cricket last year, one day cricket, so it wasn't necessarily a left field selection once he was included in the squad. He showed us how impressive he was through the net trainings as well, and that his ability would transfer into international cricket, and he's going to learn some good lessons from today too. I think he's got a big future, to be honest. I think it may take time for him to get another opportunity, but I don't think it's the last we'll see of him on the international scene. Well, sometimes you're not at your best, and you can either keep plugging away with people during that time, or you just let them call their jets a little bit, and then Mitch will get another chance soon, and I'm sure he'll rediscover the form which he's shown already in his career. And I think if he's honest, he is honest with himself, and he'll say that he was just a little bit too lengths and probably just a little bit down on pace as well. But we know he's got that in his weaponry once he's firing. So I'm sure next opportunity he gets, he would have developed as a player, and that's all you want. Guys are not always going to have the best series they can, and there's going to be times where they have to go away, learn the lessons that this game can teach you, and become better. Yeah, really impressed. He's a good player. We know that. We've seen him play international cricket before, and we know his pedigree as well. So impressed. We knew that he was going to be dangerous. Obviously, Joss Butler's been a revelation for England since he's come in, and he's performed brilliantly in both formats. So we thought it was a loss, but at the same time we knew that Johnny was going to be dangerous as well. And we had our chances against him. We created some opportunities. We weren't able to seize them, but to his credit, he held his nerve under pressure and got them across the line. Not that often. I think that's obviously something we've tried to install and implement in our game. And knowing Morgs and his style of cricket, knew that they would try and implement a similar sort of thing, and I think they've been able to do it, and credit to them that they've held their nerve throughout this entire series. Even when we went 2-1 up, they still held their nerve and been able to come back at us. So look, I think this England team is a very, very exciting group of players. I think if you fast forward 4 years to the World Cup and you look at the ages that they are now, and look at the ages that they'll be there, and the cricket that they'll get under their belts and the experiences that they'll learn, providing they stay true to that style, which I think they should, they're going to be a really, really dangerous team come that World Cup. So, we're probably not too similar when you look at our group. We've got a few slightly older guys who have been around and have had some success, and then we've introduced some new guys. So, for us, we've got to make sure that as we develop as a team and as we move forward, that we're actually improving as well. And I think this series, we've been okay. We've been pretty good in parts. We've obviously had Kane Williamson and Ross Taylor have been outstanding with the bat, and other guys have chipped in at times. But as a whole, we probably just weren't quite there, and there's some key players, myself included, who just weren't quite where we needed to be able to, continue the momentum that we built up through that World Cup. I don't know. We'll wait and see. I guess it's let the dust settle on this. And it's been a great year, to be honest. It's been an incredible summer for us. We've scaled some heights that we didn't think that I guess hadn't been done before from our country, and we've been able to achieve some really special things. And I think we've started to build a real soul about how we want to play the game. I guess in the position I'm in, I've been lucky enough to be in one of those positions of leadership where you're able to assist guys and to be able to give them the freedom to play that style of cricket. So I've certainly enjoyed the last year, or the last 2 years. Body's a bit sore at the moment, but we'll see what happens in time to come.